Hi everybody, I'm getting ready to show you how to draw the Eiffel Tower and paint a watercolor sunset. All right, so we're drawing a landscape. We're gonna sketch the horizon line or the ground at the bottom of the paper. You're gonna start off drawing a rainbow line for the bottom of the Eiffel Tower. Then you wanna draw a slanted diagonal line leaning on the rainbow line on both sides of it. I like to leave my sketch lines there, but sometimes I erase them. Okay, now you're gonna double it so it looks like the legs of rectangle. Try to make the slanted diagonal rectangle the same size. All right, you're gonna close it in with a sideways horizontal line. You're gonna turn that into a skinny rectangle by doubling it. All right, you're gonna continue the slanted, and I might have to change up my legs. You're gonna continue the slanted legs. So these slanted rectangles, kind of continue them, but trying to get their direction right. So this is where sketching really helps. And then when you get almost the same width as down, the height is down there, then you're gonna close it in with that skinny rectangle. You can go back and perfect your lines later, but this is why sketching is always good. So notice the Eiffel Tower is like the capital letter A, so it's gonna get closer and closer together. So that is why I'm trying to make sure these legs look correct. All right, so we have that. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna continue it. This is the last row. It's gonna connect at the top, but you need to gradually go up. So I'm gonna continue it here, gonna continue it here. I might have to fix it because you don't want it to go too slanted, but then you do. So see how I keep trying to fix it? Then you're gonna close that in, give it a little rainbow at the top, maybe double the line for a little rectangle. All right, now what happens in the inside right here? These lines eventually connect, and then you just draw a line right there. All right, now for the texture. It's made out of metal or iron, but we just put little lines. I like to put the letter X. That's what it looks like to me when I look at the Eiffel Tower. I put the letter X. And then I just add some little vertical stripes there. And then also, I might kind of fix this line here. And you're constantly perfecting it. Might do the X again. Doesn't have to be perfect because this is a sketch. And then I put the X going all the way up. And then I add my little lines. All right, there is your Eiffel Tower. Now it's time to paint. And then we're gonna outline it with a black. So the paint I'm using, it's called Washable Watercolor Magic. It's liquid watercolor. It really reminds me of Easter egg food coloring dye. It kind of stains a little bit, but it says it's washable. All right, so we're gonna do warm colors. All right, so I have two colors, and I added water. These colors come out very bold. So I have red, I have orange, and I have yellow. All right, guys, the magic is about to begin. Let me wet my brush. Alrighty, here we go. So I'm gonna start with yellow at the bottom, and then I'm gonna do orange, and then I'm gonna do red, then I'm gonna do black at the complete bottom. So I just dipped it in the red. I'm actually wiping it on the cup. You know what? I just forgot what I said. I want to do yellow at the bottom, not red, Miss Morrow. Yellow, sometimes I get confused. So let's switch to yellow. So I'm gonna do yellow. So here's the yellow. I take it out, I wipe it. Yellow is the lightest color. That's why I switched. All right, so then here's the yellow. Very, very light. I got some more. I wiped it on the cup. Remember, if you put a second layer, remember it'll come out darker. I add some more, wipe it. All right, so we got the yellow in there, guys. Maybe I'll bring it up some more. Okay, just a tad bit more, because we do have to turn it into orange. We're doing warm colors because we're doing the sunset. All right, this is a lesson that my kids are gonna do in school today. All right, so now I have the orange. It looks a little red, but it's orange. I did not clean off my brush. That's the good thing about starting with the lightest color. I have to wipe it real good because we don't want it to bleed and run down the paper. And go over the last bit of yellow so you make yellow orange. Try not to paint in the same spot over and over. You're gonna have to keep going back and getting more. That orange is so pretty. Trying to get the edges. Keep going back to get more. Alrighty. Almost done with our orange here. We've already blended that yellow and that orange. See, every time it tries to run, you gotta catch it. You don't want it to bleed on the yellow. I'm trying to keep my paintbrush strokes going sideways horizontal, like the sky. So I'm making my orange come up higher because remember when we switch to the red, we're gonna wanna blend again. All right, guys, it is time to add the red. All right, I'm not gonna rinse off my brush. I'm gonna go to the next color, darkest color, which is gonna be red. All right, now this is not painting paper, so I have to be careful not to use too much water or paint, and not to paint in the same spot over and over. The paper will wrinkle and it will tear. Let's try to mix this last one to make red orange. All right, so we got our red almost finished. Let me just finish this top row. Then we're gonna go back and do black, and then we are done. I don't wanna leave any paintbrush strokes or any running paint water lines dripping, because this paint, it really does stain. So when it runs, and I'm gonna need to really wipe this backboard out, but I'm not too worried about my easel. All right, so we have our sunset here. All right, now I am going to use tempera paint, black tempera paint, and I'm gonna paint the bottom. I did not clean off my brush. I'm going from light to complete dark. So now I'm painting the bottom, and I can move all these cups out the way so you can see, because I'm at the bottom. And I have water in my brush, so it's really not that solid. It's gonna look like a rainy day with a sunset. You know how it's raining, but then the sun comes out, or it's real sunny and it's just a little bit of rain? You might get a rainbow or something. That's how it's gonna be. I like not having it all one shade of black. Like, I like having a little bit of water in my brush so that it's like different shades of black. To me, that's more realistic. Oh, I didn't mean to get too far up to the top. Well, that can be the grass. See, in art, when you make a mistake, you just keep going and you turn things into, I like it to look unfinished, kind of rough like that. All right, I'm gonna put this big brush up and I'm gonna switch to a very tiny brush. Squeeze the water out of that brush and I'm gonna stir it up in the black because I am getting ready to draw. Everything that we sketched, I'm gonna draw. Now here's the thing. This is like working with a permanent black marker. You cannot erase this, so you gotta take your time. This brush is a little flimsy, but I'm gonna make it work. All right.